All right, so welcome home and welcome to the Murrow Excellence Celebration. I'm Anna Wheatley, the Murrow College Marketing Director. We're pleased to have you here today. Hope you've enjoyed the showcase, student showcase so far, and checked out some of the research. Our student showcase was produced by the Crimson Creative, a student PR firm, so you say great job. If you haven't played the passport game, there's a few on your table, and we'd encourage you to do that after today's event. There are prizes, and we'll be doing a drawing at the end, so do stay if you did participate so we can see who those winners are. I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, because without our sponsors, the symposium wouldn't be possible. So thank you. There's a few in the back, and then if you look at your program, you can see the rest of them. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce our dean, Bruce Pinkleton.
All right, thank you, Anna. I appreciate that very much. We're here this afternoon to acknowledge the great work taking place in Murrow College, or as I often call it, the Murrow family. Like every family, we have a few issues, but we're good on the whole. This includes all the students, faculty, staff who've ever called Murrow College home. So thank you for being here. Now it's group participation time, so I need you to pay attention. I know it's a little late in the day, but tune in to me here, people, all right? We're going to recognize all attendees who are or were first-generation college students. So if you are or were a first-generation college student, please stand or raise your hand so we can recognize you. First generation means the first person in your immediate family to graduate from a four-year college, okay? Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. Now, will all current scholarship recipients in Murrow College please stand or raise your hand so we can recognize you? Okay, we have a few here. Outstanding. Thank you. Very good. Okay, will all current students, graduate or undergraduate, and attendees who have earned a degree from Murrow College, please stand or raise your hand. So current students, anybody, or have a degree? Awesome. All right. Very good. Smart people. You're looking at some smart people here. Thank you so much. Murrow College students have numerous applied learning opportunities. It's really a strength of our college. To demonstrate how involved students are in industry-related activities, I want students involved in any of the following organizations or opportunities to please stand or wave your hand so we can recognize you. We're going to hold our applause till the end. And if you stand, please remain standing. If, let's say, you're standing and you're involved in a different group, just start waving your hand or hopping up and down on one foot or whatever feels right to you, okay? So here we go. If you are, we're going to hold our applause. Part of the Bateman competition team, stand or raise your hand. Oh, no, we're holding our applause. We're holding our applause. It's okay, Molly. All right, all right. If you're part of Cable 8 Productions, we have some Cable 8 students right now helping Maria get ready for her MSNBC interview tonight. They're down in my office, as a matter of fact. So outstanding. Keep on standing. Okay. Crimson Creative, our student-run firm. Crimson Creative students. Awesome. Very good. Standers. Okay, good, good. No, we're not clapping. Daily Evergreen. Daily Evergreen. Anybody? Thank you. Okay, stand or raise your hand. Good. The J. Rocky chapter of the Public Relations Student Society of America. Okay, awesome. I see some hands going. Good, good, good. Okay, we're combining a whole bunch of radio operations here. So KUGR, KZUU, KJEM, or NWPB. Please stand or raise your hand. Yeah, okay. I see some jazz hands going there. Okay. Murrow News Service, please stand or raise your hand. Outstanding. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, the jazz hands are getting a little lower. We need to be proud, people. There we go. All right, all right. Let me see. The Murrow News Service. Did we do that one already? Okay, sorry. National Student Advertising Competition Team. There we go. A lot of Crimson Creative folks back there. Awesome. Thank you. The Religion Reporting Project, led by Tracy Simmons. Okay, very nice. Very nice. The Rural Plunge. If anybody's on the Rural Plunge, stand or raise. Awesome. Okay, now let's go ahead and applaud. All right. Okay. Terrific, terrific. Thank you so much. You can all be seated. If you're not currently a student, but you were involved in any one of these organizations or clubs when you were a student, including the Association for Women in Communication that's no longer active at a national level. Will you please stand? So if you're involved in here, you're a student, good. Awesome, all right. Round of applause. Very good, thank you so much. All right, in addition to the organizations represented here, Murrow students have opportunities to learn as they travel the country and globe. We call these Murrow expeditions, and they're super cool, I have to be honest. Murrow students just returned from spring break trips to Armenia, Los Angeles, and Arizona to cover the M's during spring training. How cool is that, right? I mean, when I was in college in spring break, we went to work, but these kids, they have fun things to do. This summer, we're going to be sending Murrow students to Greece. So will any students who attended any of these or any other Murrow expeditions this last spring break or any other spring break, please stand or raise your hand so we can recognize you. Awesome. I see some hands going. Very good. Nice. Thank you so much. Okay, I'd like to recognize the effort and dedication of some very special Murrow students. Well, our student ambassadors or other students working at the symposium, please stand or raise your hand. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Very nice. You've played an important role in helping make this symposium happen, and I'm truly appreciative of your efforts. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate your help, and love that popcorn you make in Gertsen building every whatever day that is. Makes the building smell so good. All right. There's one final group I've saved until now to recognize. So Murrow College faculty and staff members share themselves and their expertise with our students nearly every day, and are truly Murrow in action. It's our faculty and staff who make Murrow College what it is. So if you're a Murrow College faculty or staff member, would you please stand or raise your hand? Awesome. All right. Very nice. Terrific. Thank you so much. You're the heart of the college, and I'm truly indebted to you for your outstanding work. So thank you very much. We do appreciate that. Okay, I received tremendous support from members of the Murrow College Professional Advisory Board. This is a group of outstanding professionals who support me personally. They mentor Murrow College students. They financially support Murrow College. They spread the word about the great work that we're doing. They really are an integral part of our efforts. Will past and present members of Murrow College's Professional Advisory Board please stand or raise your hand so we can recognize you? Up, up, up. All right. Terrific, everyone. Thank you so much. You'll notice many of them are wearing the coaching baseball jerseys. They've been coaching our Murrow students today, and it's a really critical part of our the career services work that we're doing. Really, really excited to have this kind of an investment in Murrow College. I have to say, I'm completely off script here, but I'll get back to it. So just hold on there, okay? I have to say, one of the things that makes me most proud of our college is the engagement that our alumni have, the way they like to give back, and the pride they have in Murrow College. It really is something that I think is special and unique in many respects. So thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. As we look to other forms, I'm back on script if you're wondering. Okay, so we're good there. All right. As we look to other forms of excellence in Murrow College, we celebrate the more than 100-year history of Northwest Public Broadcasting. In its early days as KWSC, NWPB brings local reporting, fine arts programming, National Public Radio, and other public broadcasting services to 80% of the state of Washington. And this is literally where Edward R. Murrow got his start here on this campus. So if you are or have been a part of NWPB, please stand or raise your hand so that we can recognize you. All right. Outstanding. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Okay. This has been truly inspiring for me. It's an exciting time, partially because the symposium is starting to wind down just for today a little bit. So, but really because we have such amazing excellence here at Murrow College. It's really what sets us apart, I think, from other schools doing this work. So thank you for recognizing the outstanding work that we have from those of you in the Murrow family. All right. So we're going to continue by celebrating our Hall of Achievement inductees. With more than 13,000 graduates of Murrow College, Hall of Achievement induction is rare and meaningful. And when I say rare, we're talking about like 0.5% of our graduates are in the Hall of Achievement, so it's a big deal. Will Mary Grace Roski please join me and share with us a little bit about induction into the Murrow College Hall of Achievement?
Thank you. This here. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Mary Grace Roski. I'm chair of the Murrow Professional Advisory Board. Each year, we honor exceptional graduates of what is now known as the Edward R. Murrow College of Communications. After seeing and considering nominees, the HOA inductees are recommended to the dean by members of the Professional Advisory Board, the HOA committee. Nominees are individuals who have made significant contributions to their professional, business, or academic achievement, demonstrated community involvement that highlights corporate or personal social responsibility. They've also shown support for Washington State University and/or the Edward R. Murrow College of Communications. And they are individuals who often mentor or support in other ways young Murrow students. And typically, they've received honors or awards for their career achievements. In addition, this year we've introduced a new service category for the Hall of Achievement to recognize individuals who have made a meaningful contribution to Murrow College. Before I proceed, I'd like to acknowledge the work of the members of the HOA committee who are very diligent in their selection process in finding people who have earned this remarkable recognition from the college. It is always a fun process. This is like the third or fourth year I've done this, and I'm always amazed at the people we can find. Some who we've known for a long time, sometimes we just discovered are out there doing amazing work. So it is really wonderful to be here and to recognize all of these new HOA inductees and to thank all of them for their service. So now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2024 Hall of Achievement class of inductees. Waiting for my script to come along here. All right, we start today's induction by introducing a true media production and broadcasting legend. With a career spanning 4 decades, Tom Holmberg has not only shaped the local news media landscape in Spokane, but he has contributed in countless ways to the news and information quality many of us enjoy in the Inland Northwest. Tom began his journey at KHQ in 1983, where he played a pivotal role in shaping the station's market-leading news coverage. His influence expanded as he assumed the role of executive producer at SWX, showcasing his versatility in media production and his commitment to excellence. His contributions extend beyond the studio and into Spokane's vibrant sports culture. Since 2000, he has directed Gonzaga men's basketball broadcasts, not a bad gig, bringing the excitement and energy of the court into the homes of viewers across the country. Although he recently retired from full-time work, Tom continues to play a pivotal role in SWX's operations. He remains committed to mentoring fellow Cougs and facilitating opportunities for them in sports production. Thank you for your continued engagement and outstanding work, Tom, and congratulations. Please join me in watching this video tribute to Tom Holmberg.
Hi, I'm Tom Holmberg, class of '83, and I'm the executive producer of SWX TV. When I was in high school, I was an intern at the public television station here in Spokane, and we got to go out and do some high school football games, and no one else was doing that at the time, I don't think, at that level. And then that led me to WSU, where I got on the sports crew right away because I had some experience. I was thinking about my time at Murrow, and when you're there, you don't realize what it is. You don't realize everything going on. You're just trying to get through it and have some fun along the way, but it's afterwards that it hits you what a special place Murrow is. Right after graduation, they told me about a full-time job, weekend job at KHQ. So I went and applied for that, and that's actually the job I took. I was the main director of our newscasts for a number of years until SWX came along. SWX was part of, in 2007, when all the stations went digital. Another former graduate of WSU, Patricia McCrae, was our station manager at the time, and she thought instead of just doing MASH reruns. Let's do something for the community. So she kind of made it a sports and weather channel. In 2009, we launched with our first high school football game, and we've been doing well ever since. And I'm really proud of what it's become. Part of why SWX was created was to tell untold stories. The vast majority of high school athletes are not going to go play college ball. The vast majority of college players aren't going to play pro ball. So one of our big things on every single show we do is contact those kids, get their stories, and try and put them on the air. There have been hundreds of them with hundreds of broadcasts throughout the year, but that's been our main emphasis. Not show the balls and strikes, but actually tell the stories while the game is going on.
44, open mic, and cue, dissolve 4.
I also, for the last almost 25 years, have been directing our Gonzaga basketball broadcasts. I can tell you about the favorite game I've ever directed. Tony Bennett was the coach at WSU. We had Gonzaga at WSU. I went down to direct that game, and WSU won. And it was a great moment. I had a shot of Dick Bennett in the crowd clapping for his son at the end, and it made me feel good. Most of my work's at Gonzaga, but I'll always be a Coug, and that was a good moment. I don't know if I'm the first production person, because I truly am. I'm the guy behind the scenes to be offered this award, but it was really an honor, and I'm very proud. I've probably had well over 100 people go through SWX, and now they're working the Mariners games and a lot of freelance people in the entire Pacific Northwest, and they all played a role in this too. So it's not only an honor for me, you know, I count them as an honor for them as well.
Tom, please join us on stage.
Thank you.
All right, they say get to speak for a couple minutes here. So first of all, where did we find those pictures from 1982? My hair was a little longer and a different color. I've been in broadcasting, as the story told, for over 4 decades now. So I'd like to begin by thanking my wife, Karen, for putting up with me during this broadcast career. It's not always easy. Production isn't a Monday through Friday job. It's late nights, it's weekends, it's holidays. But I've been enthusiastic about this industry my entire life, and it all started here at WSU. This place laid the foundation for hundreds of my fellow broadcasters. In the time I've been in the industry, we've had a lot of format changes. We started with 2-inch tape, heavy reels, then 1-inch and 3/4 inch, and now the entire world is digital. Along with that, the industry has changed a lot. When I started, we had 3 networks. Now we have social media, we have cable channels, we still have linear, but mostly we have digital. We have to learn how to adapt and how to use all of these tools and resources, and the way people watch television, watch media, the consumption of that has changed a lot as well. I don't know where it's going to be in 10 years. I don't know what the format's going to be. I don't know how people are going to watch news. But what I do know are the fundamentals that we learned at this university will serve us well in guiding us. We learn journalism, we learn principles, storytelling, ethics. Pay attention in class to what the teachers tell you, because at some point in your career, I'm sure you'll all be using it. The last few years, I've had the good fortune to be able to teach and train, especially in the sports production world, to a lot of people in Spokane. And even more people have moved on to bigger markets, especially in the Seattle market. Some of our people are directing the Mariners and the Kraken and Sounders and a lot of other shows over there. And I feel very fortunate to be part of their lives and help guide them in their careers. The broadcast standards here in the Pacific Northwest are second to none. We produce really good shows. So I'd like to thank my fellow production colleagues, because I wouldn't be here today without them. We all see anchors and reporters and play-by-play people on television every day. But I bet over half of the students that graduate from Murrow are behind the scenes. So in no small way, this recognition is for them along with me. I am honored. Thank you, and go Cougs.
All right, thank you, Tom. Our second inductee is Tiffany Pop Sanders, whose journey through broadcasting and corporate affairs has been extraordinary. A proud alumni of Washington State University, Tiffany holds dual degrees in broadcast journalism and French foreign languages and literatures, showcasing both her linguistic abilities and her passion for storytelling. Currently serving as the corporate affairs manager and spokesperson for the Fred Meyer and QFC divisions of Kroger, Tiffany represents and advocates for more than 42,000 associates across 191 stores in the Pacific Northwest. Named one of the top women in grocery by Progressive Grocery Magazine in 2023, under her leadership, Kroger has distributed more than $8 million in donations and diverted 65% of waste from landfills, while rescuing millions of pounds of nutritious food for local food banks. Today, we celebrate Tiffany Pop Sanders for her outstanding leadership and dedication to making a difference in the world. Congratulations, Tiffany, on this well-deserved honor, and please join me in watching this tribute to Tiffany.
So I was born and raised in Bellevue, Washington, went through the Bellevue Public Schools, and when I was in high school, I got to take this radio TV broadcasting class at a nearby high school. Just fell in love with it. So I knew that it was something I wanted to study when I went to college. I was offered an athletic scholarship, a track scholarship from several colleges, and I knew that Washington State University at that time had a communications program, a broadcasting program that was ranked top 5 in the nation at that time, and so I knew that's where I wanted to go. I loved every single second of it. I had great classes, great professors, met some wonderful people, learned so much. The Murrow School of Communications really prepared me for a career in broadcasting and a career in communications.
Going to be your best day over the next several to get out and enjoy.
I was ready to go as soon as I stepped off the campus. And I remember I was only a couple weeks into my internship when they offered me a full-time on-air position. And I at first told them no because I thought, oh, I'm still an intern. I have to finish this to get my credits. And so I called my professor, who was Glenn Johnson at the time, and I called him and I said, you know, they just offered me this job. Is there any way I could take it? And he was like, Tiffany, you've graduated. If they've offered you a paid position, you've graduated. March 2020, first week of March, I started the grocery business thinking that I was leaving TV to do something a little bit quieter, something a little bit easier, something, you know, just a little more calm than TV. And the pandemic hit. All my years of TV and working with media and everything I learned at WSU all of a sudden made sense and came into play in this new position. And I felt like I am here for a reason. It's just been a delightful career, and it's been just, I feel honored to have been able to walk the path I've walked. It's just been so much fun. It's been so much work. It's been heartbreaking and difficult at times, but it truly has been like nothing else I would have ever wanted. I would do it all over again. Hi, I'm Tiffany Sanders. I am the Murrow Hall of Achievement Class of 2024.
Wow, well, thank you. I have to tell you, there's just something special about this place, right? Something special about this school. There's just something so special about being a Coug. And I will tell you that it's been almost 30 years since I graduated from here, but that rings true more today than ever before. This award, this recognition truly means so much to me. I truly appreciate it. There's just something special about this place, and it stays with you. There's a warmth, there's a kindness, there's a spark about being a Coug. something that you notice. And you know, I have worked in TV stations big and small. I've worked for a nonprofit for a while, and I've worked in corporate America, where I'm at right now. And I will tell you that I know when I meet a Coug. You can tell. I know it right away. There's a kindness, there's a warmth, there's a spark that you notice right away. I had an amazing experience while I was here at WSU and in the Murrow School. I was lucky enough to get to run track and represent the school there. I met my husband here. He played basketball for WSU. I truly embraced everything, loved everything about it. I had talented professors. Glenn Johnson was my professor when I was here, and I can tell you that the things that he taught me, I use to this day. I call on them in my profession, even to this day, 30 years later. We brought our kids to WSU to visit as they were growing up. They're now adults. I can remember we would take them to the Cougar football games, listen to Glenn say another Cougar first down. I remember we took them to Ferdinand's and to Cella's, and I was hoping that they would see what I experienced. And I will tell you, at the end of the first day visiting and going to the football game, my daughter turned to me and said, well, gosh, there's just something about this place. There's something about the people here. She saw that kindness, that warmth, that spark that's inside every Coug. I share all of this with you right now just because this means so much to me. I appreciate it. I'm so truly thankful. And I am so thankful that my journey and my path brought me to this place all those years ago so that I could find that kindness, that warmth, and that spark that lives inside me even today. So thank you so very much. Go Cougs!
Our third inductee, Liz Pritchard, is a true legend in media sales. Most recently serving as Vice President of Sales Training and Development for Fox television station sales in New York, Liz has played a pivotal role in shaping the next generation of media professionals. Her leadership of the sales training program at Fox produced top-performing sales executives year over year, cementing her legacy as a trailblazer in talent development. From her early days at KCPQ in Seattle to her roles with ABC, Disney, and CBS TV in Chicago and Fox in New York, Liz's passion for excellence and innovation has set her apart from her peers, and her commitment to service at WSU is unwavering. As vice chair of the board of directors of the WSU Foundation and as a member of the Murrow College Professional Advisory Board, she continues to shape the future of her alma mater and the next generation of communications professionals. Congratulations, Liz, on this recognition of your outstanding achievements and the lasting impact of your leadership on your peers. Please join me in watching this video tribute to Liz Pritchard.
My name is Liz Schuler Pritchard, and I am a proud 1980 Murrow grad. I spent 41 years in broadcast media sales. I worked in Seattle, Chicago, and New York. I grew up in Ritzville, Washington, which for most people that are watching this will look at as a gas station stop or a place to get a burger. But I was there from first grade through 12th grade. I always knew I was going to Washington State because my parents are Cougs. I thought I was going to be a music major and started to get cold feet about that. And I talked to my dad, also a Coug, who said, you know, media is really opening up for women. This was 1976. And he said, we happen to have an excellent school. He kind of talked to me about communication as a field. And so I went into the broadcast journalism sequence, but I ended up in the sales department. First thing, on time is late. Jim Dunn, who was our Broadcast 101 professor, he would lock the door to the classroom if you weren't on time. So I also had a sales manager that did that many years later at CBS. So that was good advice to learn to be on time. But I also remember the practical experience more than anything else. We had it in the classroom. We worked at the radio stations. I think we didn't have Cable 8 in those days, but we worked at KWSU. So I think the practical experience is what stands out the most. And it really helped us in our internships and beyond. I got to my internship at Como TV. I started looking around the room and I saw some news reporters taking the police scanner home at night. They were going to put it under their pillow and chase down fires. I thought, I'm not going to be that person. I don't think I have that dedication. Still really like the industry though. So then I saw people walking around with briefcases, driving really nice cars in the parking lots. They had the padded shoulder suits. It was the 80s. And I thought, who are those people? And I asked if I could spend a couple of weeks there before I went back to school, and doing so, I really learned that that might be more my fit. So we always used to joke with the news department, like, you know, you wouldn't be here if sales didn't do their job. Like, you couldn't buy a news helicopter or hire big talent. And they'd go, but you couldn't sell anything if we didn't exist. So the reality is we needed each other. But I think, you know, those local stories are so important, and even the national news networks come to the local TV stations when something big happens. I've been on the Murrow board for a lot of years. I've never expected it. Last year, I'll give you an example, I felt humbled, obviously, and very grateful. But last year I served on a panel at the symposium, and it was called From Small Town to the Corner Office, and we had a guy from the LA Times, a woman from Twitter, and another guy from eBay. And when they read our bios, we kind of looked at each other and went, I don't know about you, but do you suffer from imposter syndrome? I do. And we were like, who are those people? Getting back involved with the Murrow Professional Advisory Board was a huge win for me after years of living away. I've really enjoyed it, love coaching our students. And I think that's something we have always done well, is put us in touch with industry and industry personnel. So I would just encourage everyone, students to take advantage of it and alumni to participate. My name's Liz Schuler-Pritchard, and I am in the Murrow Hall of Achievement class of 2024. Go Cougs!
Well, thank you. This is such an honor. I want to congratulate Tom and Tiffany and Glenn on their much-deserved recognition day and their outstanding careers. You know, it occurs to me how fortunate we have been to have the Murrow College in our lives. And as I mentioned in the video, we've always done a good job of taking care of our own, providing students with exposure to the industry and facilitating connections with seasoned media pros. And that might be through internships or guest speakers in the classroom, symposium engagement, or mentorship. The college has consistently fostered a culture of excellence and opportunity. And Murrow certainly opened my eyes to possibilities in media that I'd been unaware of before, and I'm grateful for that. I'm equally grateful for the work ethic they instilled in us and demanded from us. Murrow helped launch my career, and I'll tell you what, it was an absolute blast. And now that I'm in retirement, I look back and realize I had the privilege to sell advertising in the Oprah Winfrey Show when she was the new phenom in Chicago. Award-winning local newscasts at ABC, CBS, and Fox owned and operated stations. The Academy Awards, home team NFL in 18 major markets, NCAA football, bowl games, my personal favorite NCAA basketball, Final Four and championship, NBA basketball during the Michael Jordan years, which was pretty fun in Chicago, Super Bowls, Olympic Games, Major League Baseball, I sound like I'm bragging, World Series, World Cup soccer, PGA, and Masters golf. And so as I progressed into sales management, you know, part of my duty, my job was to attend these events with clients. So not really a bad gig at all. But as exciting and in demand as these events were, they didn't sell themselves, believe it or not, and we were always under great pressure to sell out at premium rate and achieve higher market share. And I really did find skills honed at Murrow, effective communication, critical thinking, deep understanding of news and sports product helped me better position our offerings to advertisers and forge meaningful partnerships. So I also think we've talked a lot today about hard work, which is really a Murrow mantra. And I was never the smartest girl in the room, but I can outwork anybody. I bet I can still do that. And I'm pretty sure I learned to do that here. So to our students today, the aspiring professionals in the room, I urge you to seize every opportunity for experiential learning here at Murrow. There's so much of it. Engage with the mentors. We've been doing that today, and alumni. We are absolutely all here to help you. We'll link with you. Hit us up. And never underestimate the power of networking, because someone you meet today might be your boss tomorrow. And hopefully, right? So as a member of the Murrow Board and the Foundation Board of Directors, I also want to thank the alumni present here today for your ongoing support of our college. Whether it's through your mentorship or philanthropy, your contributions are instrumental in helping us launch career-ready individuals. And by the way, that's a selling point for our university. And it keeps us competitive and on top of our game. Do I sound like a seller? Yes. Now to my family, my husband Dan, who traveled from Michigan with me to Pullman this week. My son Tim and my daughter-in-law Alyssa are watching from Boston. And my good friends and good Cougs, Rod and Leslie Balsley, who drove down from northern Idaho to join us today. And then I've got a special group. I don't know if you noticed a group of, well, we might even say older than middle-aged women in front of the Cougar Pride statue, no pun intended. But those are the hens, and we've been friends for 47 years here, and we still are thick as thieves. So I want to thank all of them for cheering me on through multiple career transitions and supporting me in my occasional, or honestly more than occasional, moments of panic. And I want to thank Dean Pinkleton. He's a friend and a mentor here in the Murrow College and Washington State University for preparing me for a lifetime in the media industry. Thank you, and for this tremendous award. Thank you, and go Cougs.
As we noted earlier, this year we've expanded our Hall of Achievement recognition to include a service category. The Service Award recognizes individuals who are not alumni, but who have made a profound contribution to Murrow College. And I can't think of a more appropriate inaugural honoree for this category than Glenn Johnson, and I doubt anybody in this room would disagree with that statement. Glenn has been a true pillar of Washington State University and a steadfast advocate for education, public service, and community engagement. With a distinguished career spanning 35 years as a Murrow College professor and a notable career as a broadcast news professional before this, Glenn has inspired thousands of students. He has an enduring legacy of excellence and passion for journalism, media production, media management, and communication. As the longest-serving mayor in Pullman's history, Glenn's commitment to public service and community leadership is unparalleled. Glenn's direction has transformed the city's landscape from infrastructure projects to regional partnerships. His service on numerous boards and commissions, including the Association of Washington Cities and the Community Colleges of Spokane, reflects his deep commitment to advancing the common good. Although perhaps most well known for being the voice of the Cougs, Glenn's true legacy is reflected in the impact his students have made on journalism throughout our nation. Congratulations, Glenn, and thank you for your lifetime of service and leadership to Washington State University. Please join me in watching this video tribute to Glenn.
Hi, I'm Glenn Johnson, and I'm part of the Murrow Hall of Achievement for 2024. When I was at UCLA, I did a report for a journalism class that I had, journalism as literature, that was taught by the book critic of the LA Times. And I did it on Ed Murrow and the literature of Ed Murrow and all this. So I knew about WSC at the time, WSU. WSU's got a great broadcast reputation, and the Keith Jackson and all the others. There was an ad for managing the radio station here at KWSU, and didn't hear anything much from Pullman. Then I got a call from the director of the school, at that time, just communications department. He says, well, he said, they've changed the direction of the radio job. They're going to have something different. But we do have an opening to teach. So we looked at it and said, okay. And I said, now tell me about the equipment you have to teach these courses. A 3/4-inch deck, portable, and a camera that needed power. Yeah, an AC power. I think we have a budget. I can buy some extension cords, and everything we can do is within 150 feet of power. And that's how we started. My philosophy coming up from California and working the business, it was to give students as much practical experience as possible.
The picture around Mount St. Helens today is one of devastation.
So we had an 8 o'clock class that morning. Mount St. Helens hit on Sunday. I'm in my class at 8 o'clock. I had to walk up to campus. I wasn't about to ruin my car. We were probably about 20 minutes into class when someone comes running down and says, hey, classes have been canceled. Okay, and I looked at the full class. Class is canceled. Well, I see opportunities.
We have in the studio with us at this time 2 geologists from Washington State University.
We did a whole program on Monday night, and so all the students got a chance to see what it was like to do a live show, some parts recorded, when they thought they were just going to come to class and we're going to talk about things. I says, no, we got an opportunity here, let's do it. My first class that I ever taught here, I think I had 5 students in TV news. And then it got to the point where we were generally running about 18 to 19 every semester. Students will come up to me and say, well, I didn't go into broadcasting afterwards. And I said, yeah, but look what you're doing. You're successful in this particular insurance field. One happened to be a minister. You're doing all these kinds of great things. And you all profited from that TV news class because you had all that, experience just talking to the public.
Something that makes WSU special in the minds of many is its closeness as a community.
When I get an award for service to the community and elsewhere, that's really special. When I first started teaching here, I got contacted by the mayor and the city supervisor. Hey, we just did a bond issue to build a new police station. We really need it. We understand you've got some communications experience. Would you possibly serve as a co-chair? This is early 80s. And so I got students involved with it. We made a videotape of what the old police station was like. It was absolutely horrible, but we knew people wouldn't come through a police station to say, oh yeah, this is horrible. I don't even want to get close to a police station. So we used the public access channel. And sure enough, after it had been defeated before, we got 74% approval. It's been a joy to be part of the whole community and to know all the different things that I've had a hand on, we've worked together on. It was tough when we first moved here, but I'll tell you, it was the best decision we could have ever made.
Wow. So congratulations to all the previous recipients, Tiffany and Tom and Liz. And Liz, I want you to know that even in my communications management class, I shared with them probably about the 4th week on, here are the salaries of what people earn in production, in news, and then I always called some friends in the business, here's what you're making in sales. And it was amazing how many people would sit back and say, you know, I hadn't thought of sales before. But I always brought in a guest speaker from sales. They understood, number one, where the money comes from, and 2, if you really want to make money in this biz and have that nice car, yeah, okay, sales works pretty nice. But, and I was on the streets selling too in my broadcast career. But I, first of all, want to thank Dean Bruce and the crew that created this service award, and especially for those who may not have graduated from WSU. 35 years, though, I think you get some credit, for being here. And now I'm on my 43rd year of announcing Cougar games. And that's another! Yeah, okay. Now I feel like I'm home, okay. But when I first started, and I told Bruce this, because I got involved in helping the city in terms of the police station, and then I got on the Chipman Trail and tried to help others in the community, that my first chair actually downgraded my annual review because I was doing too many things in service for the community as opposed to serving on university committees. And I told him, I said, I've been on a few university committees, and I actually like to get things done. I'm sorry, but But then I got a new boss, and that's Director Alex Tan, who came here today. And Alex, let's give Alex a hand. When we talk about the Murrow College, Alex was working on that long before we finally got it. And what a refreshing boss Alex Tan was. And it was just a joy to work with. But again, just working with students all these years, Kathy and I have talked about it, and I definitely want to say thank you, Kathy, for moving with me. She's the actual one. You should give her applause right now because she's the one that said, you're not seeing your kids grow up, and let's get out of Sacramento, let's get to a smaller community. And sure enough, we did. It was a financial struggle, yes, from what we were doing there, but in the long term, again, like I said there, best decision we could have ever made. I'm happy I saw what they edited so I knew what to talk about maybe now, but really not. But anyway, it's been a pleasure to be here, to be part of this university. As when you go through your doctorate, I finished up University of Iowa. And yes, we have a fantastic women's basketball team with Caitlin Clark and in the Final Four. So just thought I'd mention that because Iowa doesn't get much anytime. We do this year. But, when you go to all these other universities, you don't see the kind of collaboration and the friendship that you see at WSU. And I know when we went to the Rose Bowl games, you saw Cougs saying, go Cougs, go, to each other. You didn't see that from Oklahoma or Michigan. They were like, whatever. But, of course, they had been there a lot more than we had. But, when you see people, Kathy and I were in Europe, and someone said, hey, go Cougs. And we've seen it in Alaska, and someone yelled out the window, and that's another. I'm going like, oh, great, that's super. But this is just a large family, and we're all together on this. And it's just been a pleasure to be part of that from a service standpoint. When some people ask me, I said, you're going to, as you retired out of City Hall. Incidentally, 5 elections and no opponent. In this day and age, that's pretty darn good, yeah. So anyway, they said, are you going to leave? I said, why should I leave? This is a fantastic community, and it's been great to have a hand in the airport and the hospital and everything else along the way that makes us a better community. So again, thank you for the honor. Thank you for creating the service award. I know we have a ton of people who have great qualifications for this award in the future. And again, to the Hall of Achievement Award winners, thank you very much. And as always, go Cougs!
All right, thank you so much, Glenn. Enjoyed that. Congratulations to all of our HOA inductees. I am so tired, and so I really am. But how could you not be just completely inspired by that? I mean, seriously, it's such a privilege to be the Dean of the College of Communication. I'm just really incredibly grateful for the culture that we've created here and for the outstanding people that Murrow College has attracted, both students, faculty, and staff. So please join me in congratulating our 2024 Class of Hall of Achievement inductees one more time. Thank you, and thank you, Mary Grace and HOA committee members. Really do appreciate your hard work on this. And we have a lot more hard work to do. We have a lot of people we could be inducting. Thinking about this, we need to step it up a little bit. But congratulations again to Tom, Tiffany, Liz, and Glenn. You have received a most deserved recognition. So Butch, please join me on stage. Where are you at, Butch? All right, here we go. Right on. All right. All right. Ouch. Love that attire you're wearing there. You look good. All right. So we're going to draw 3 winners for today's Passport game, assisted by a Murrow graduate, student, and alum, Brianna Perry. Brianna, come on up. All right. I should tell you that Brianna designed the graphic elements of the symposium. So the Illuminate, the Power of Untold Stories, that's her design that you're looking at, and very talented a graphic artist. So, all right, are we ready? Okay. So Butch is going to draw out 3 winners with Brianna's help here.
All right.
You want to use this one?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. You bet.
Okay, let's do this. I know all of you spent a lot of time listening to all the amazing things that everyone who created posters and presented today. So excited to see who won some of these really awesome goodie bags that we've created with a lot of fun swag. You got one? There's a lot to choose from here, guys. Let's see. All right, so we've got number one. Let's see whose name is on here. Kelly Weber? Kelly Weber? Are you here? Are you in the room? Woo! Yay! Awesome. Here you go. Congratulations. All right, and then next we have Maggie Tolson. Maggie Tolson. Way to go. Okay, and last and finally, for today we have Catherine Robinson Tay. Oh, Katie, where are you at? Are you here? Oh, is Katie here? Oh, maybe she's not here. We might have to draw another name. Snuck out early. Okay, let's see. You're gonna make me pick a hand? Let's do this one right here. Okay. Right. Oh. Alexandra Phil. Are you here? Another grad student. Okay, let's see. All right, Letty. Letty's not here. Okay. Well, they're all like three musketeers. So that's all we have so far, guys. We're going to be drawing more names tomorrow morning. So if you want to, right after this event, or you should go back there and listen to all of the great work that we have, all the research, the student organizations, the experiential learning opportunities that we have here. Get your card stamped, put it in the bucket, because there's a good chance you'll win a nice goodie bag here. But yeah, like I said, hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we have Doug Thielen, I believe, at breakfast keynote. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Thank you guys for spending the day with us, and get some rest, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Butch and Brianna. I'm supposed to say if you didn't win today, don't despair, but I don't think there's a problem there. So there's a lot of opportunity. Still time to complete your passport and enter to win some fabulous prizes. Our next drawing is tomorrow at 9 o'clock, the opening keynote with Doug Thielen. It's time to wrap things up here, but the symposium is far from over. Please stay and enjoy some light refreshments while you walk through this student showcase and research expo located in the back of the room. Thank you for coming, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the Murrow Symposium starting 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. In the words of Edward R. Murrow, good night and good luck.